sun and shade. So this is kind of the little surprise I wanted to bring you on with me today, is this adorable little part of Derby Lime, which is hard to believe it's only 5 minutes from where I am. Hi, how are you?
Good.
So this is the little part of a Derby line that is falls right on the Canadian border. So first I'm just going to show you something. This says the U.S. Post Office Derby line, but check this out, guys. Hang on, I'm going to flip this. Okay, check this out. Can you see? We're just going to walk up a tiny bit here. Look at the adorable little church over there. And there's a gas station right here. And there's little Derby line. What is it? Looks like a town hall. Okay, some cars going by. So you can see some of the trees leaving, leaves changing too here. But you see the, can you see the blue lights and see the kind of like border patrol there, and then you see the blocks up. So we're gonna take a walk. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I expected this part of Derby being right on the Canadian border. I expected to see little boutiques, little bakeries, little stores here. And instead what I see, I'm going to show you this, is I see these cones. I see a closed building. I don't know what that is. And you see the buildings are closed. Okay, so now directly over to is border patrol, but I'm just going to show you this. So you can see the sign. It says Canada. Okay, so look, you see this road near the cones. You can go to Canada there. Okay, and then the road splits and comes over here. You see? Okay, so that's the Canada, and what we're going to go to is the Haskell. Actually, you know what I'm going to, well, I've already got it on here. I guess I can walk up here. Is we're going to go to the Haskell, what they call an opera house. And I'm going to do this so you can see the building as I'm coming up the street. And you see the, oh, there's a person there. So I'm just going to flip this back on me for a minute, okay? Until we get over there. I'm going to cross. So this is, it's very, let me put it this way. This is very obscure, okay? The streets are obscure. The little setup here. And when I mean obscure, like you're not sure which way you're going. And so this is, I'm going to put this back on the building because we're closer to it now. This is the Haskell Opera House. Now you see how the road is blocked off? We'll walk right over there. Check this out. So right now this is the only building, this building is basically on the Canadian and the Vermont border. Now see how it says right here? It says stop, do not cross. Okay, look. Okay, it says it is illegal to enter Canada from here. You will be arrested and may be returned to the United States. So, see these blocks? Look. Look how beautiful this is, actually. Now look, that street, if you can see it, it says Cordew and Church. That's Canada. Right past these blocks, right here, is Canada. Do you see? Hopefully I don't get these people working here. So I'm gonna try to get the, do you mind if I videotape this? I'm live. Never mind. Okay, so they don't understand me. So look, this is the thing. They're from Canada, okay, and they are, I'm just gonna show the front part here. The cruiser just went by, because if I stepped, look, if I stepped past those flowers, he'd be right here with his, oh yeah, I'd be in big doo-doo. Big doo-doo. Look, you see how the little roundabout is there? He watched me walk up here. Now this is the front. Now I can't show all of it because they're working on the other side. You can see people working. This is the beautiful, beautiful building called Haskell Opera and Library House. Now you can go in, and they have they put plays on here. They're doing restoration because look, they wanted to close this. This was opened in 1904 by a lady named Martha Haskell, very well to do. And we're gonna read, see if we can read this. Look how beautiful they keep it though. It says, this structure is doubly unusual. It's not only straddles the Canada-United States boundary, but also contains the rare combination of a library and theater. Built between 1901 and 1904 as a gift of Haskell family of Vermont, it testifies to the late Victorian belief in the intellectual and moral benefits of education and arts. So it's a library and an opera house. It's Queen Anne Revival style, as designed by James Ball, is typically of public libraries of the period. The second-story opera house follows accepted principles of the 19th century theater design and its ornate interior design. Interior seats 500 people. Okay. So now I come down here, started to come down here to volunteer to help with the plays. Now this has a play, and this is the play that is going on now, the theatrical plays. Hi Miles. Hi Miles. That's as much as I can see here. Is Clue. And so I'm going to try to get a really good view of this. Okay, this is, so it's a the building itself, right, is just magnificent. Hi Prodigy, how are you? You see them doing restoration. So they wanted, it looks like it's very connected. So they wanted to close it and give it. If for some reason the views are obscured, I'm going to come back down here because I'm very, very close to it. But I really wanted to show this to you today. But yeah, they wanted to close it because of all the political stuff going on. And we lost an incredible amount of Canadian business. I'm just going to get on the other side. And this is the street it's on. And I just got a better view of it over here. See a beautiful tree in front of it, and people are working. So the buildings are super old up here, I'm just going to tell you. And so there it is, Haskell Free Library. Is that gorgeous? We'll come back down. I mean, it's they're restoring it. Okay, so this is a story. The Canadians the Canadians and the Americans value this structure so much, because when you walk in there, you're actually on the Canadian, you're in Canada and you're in the United States. And this is the reason, because of that corner right there that we were just at. That's the Canadian border. So we're going to start walking, and I'll talk to you here. So you can see it behind me as I'm walking. But so what happened is, I don't know who it was, but they wanted to close this down. So it's the only, it's one of the strongest things that is keeping the Canada and America like tightly together. And it's just one thing here, right? Yes, was still the 19th century. Yes, it was, yeah, right? And I know they say it was opened to 1904. So I feel like, but then it says there on that sign, 1901 to 1904. So yeah, they must have been building it. But the whole town, okay, look, this is what I would think. It's an opera house, okay? It's a library downstairs, which I haven't been to. Now, I was volunteering the other night to help with the play, just help with the play. I pass out brochures, stuff like that. And they said to us, sometimes the Canadians go in the wrong door and they're downstairs in the library and they're lost. I'm not kidding you. So the building itself is Canada and America. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, someone wanted to close it, and they got all this money together to restore it. Now see behind me. This is Canada. You can see the sign, Canada and America. It's just really super interesting. And these buildings over here, though, are just really old. So anyway, what was I going to say here? It's so some people got a petition together. They got word of mouth out, and they're like, no, we're going to restore this. We're going to keep this open. This is our only connection between, no, you go ahead, between America and Canada. So guess what, guys? I just see, oh, I can't go to it. I see a cemetery across the street, and guess what? I cannot go. I do not believe I can go to that. I do not believe I can, because it's saying right there, it's saying show your passports. It's saying show your passports, and right behind it is the cemetery. So anyway, this was a surprise. I just wanted to bring you along with me on this little excursion today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like little visits like this, we will actually, when I am absolutely sure on how to get in the building with an okay to videotape it inside the Haskell Opera House and Library, then I will do that and bring you with me. I did not want to do that today because the one question I asked, the people did not understand me because they're all Canadians. So they were on the Canadian side putting flowers. So I just find it so interesting. Hi, Trevin. Hi. Thanks. I appreciate you guys being here today. And it's just a lovely, lovely little town. But we'll come back down and take a walk again this week, and maybe on the other side of it, on the Vermont side, because the houses in the street and all the leaves are just really gorgeous. So with that, I hope you had an interesting time. And yeah, that's all I know about the Haskell is the 1904 opened, and Martha wanted to just, they just wanted to make sure that the Canadians and Americans in the arts and literature kept connecting historical cultural arts. This is my thing, as you know, over on Echo Art. That's my big thing, is creating with scrap fabrics to love our earth and appreciating, using methods of historical cultural arts to appreciate the different cultures and diversity. But anyway, with that, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Thank you for being with me, and let me know if you want more videos like this. We'll keep working on them and get a little better and a little better every single time we do one.